Hi, you're listening to Light Lounge with Dimitri K, broadcasted from the city beautiful Orlando, Florida. The world of science continues to add up every day more and more missing links toward the knowledge of the human being's existence on Earth. According to Darwinian natural selection, life is built of cells, where cell is either bacterium or colony of bacteria. The mechanism of life depends on a variety of molecules called protein. We know that those three-dimensional shapes are specified by one-dimensional code, the genetic code carried by DNA molecules, which are replicated through geological times. We understand why there are so many different species, but we can not predict how evolution will go in the future. All animals, plants, fungi and bacteria living today are descendants from a single common ancestor who lived more than 3 billion years ago. We are all cousins. Well, pretty intriguing, isn't it? Since we have not heard much music coming out of animals, plants, fungi and bacteria, it seems that it was worth waiting all those 3 billion years. So that we are enjoying for the last 500 years the music which is coming out of our humans' souls. And let's hear some uplifting sound coming from UK and Trevor Sewell. Hollow Part 2.
I felt a burning deep down inside me. I tried to drink, but the well was full of grit. A voice inside me spoke from my dark side. It said, you made your bed, now lie in it.
For comfort in my surroundings, but there was none, and I mean not one bit. Take away my sins, and you leave me nothing. Well, I ain't having none of it. Take this angel's hand away from me. Take this angel's hand away from me. Take this angel's hand away from me. Take this angel's hand away. She washed away my sins, but it left a hole. She washed away my sins, and it left a hole. She washed away my sins, but it left a hole. She washed away my sins, and left me hollow. how I roll. It left me hollow.
She says, take this angel's hand, don't let go. Take this angel's hand. Take this angel's hand, don't let go. Take this angel's hand. I won't leave you hollow. I won't leave you hollow.
Don't let go. Don't let go. Take this angel's hand. Don't let go. Take this angel's hand. Take this angel's hand. Don't let go. Don't let go.
She washed away my sins
And left her home. She washed away my sins and left her home.
She washed away
My sins and left her home. She washed away my sins.
She washed away
My sins and left her home. She washed away my sins and left her home.
She washed away
My sins and left her home. She washed away my sins.
left me hollow. And I felt that cold wind blow. So cold. It left me hollow.
And now from the United States, Sugaray, Rayford, Dark Night of the Soul.
Hey, Mr. Plentiful, you got nothing to spare. How come you always taking more than your share? Best beware. Dark night is coming for you. I see your trucks chewing up the road. But when the tax man comes, you found a loophole. Save your soul. We'll be collecting that toll. Dark night of the soul.
Dark night of the soul.
Gonna reap what you've sown. Dark night of the soul.
Dark night of the soul.
We're calling the roll. Always surrounded by diamonds and pearls, living your life without a care in the world. But be sure we're coming up with the cure.
back in UK with John Mayall. What Have I Done Wrong? Featuring Joe Bonamassa.
So tell me, what have I done wrong? You packed up all your stuff and you left your happy home. Oh baby, you know I feel so bad. So bad. If you got somebody else, then you know how to drive me mad. I cried that night in jail. Yeah, I cried that night in jail. Since you went away. One more time. Won't you try me just for one more time? Well, I swear I'll be the good guy, or else I'm gonna lose my mind.
Dexter Allen live with Coming Home to Mississippi.
Please welcome to Ground Zero Blues Club, my friend Dexter Allen.
Listen to me. Born in the country, long time ago. Knee-high to a duck, I was plowing the middle road. Cows and corn we raised every day. Plenty food on the table, the good old country way. Granddaddy taught me how to love, yeah. Ain't nothing in the world stronger than blood. Been around the world and seen plenty things, but every now and then it hits me. Ain't nothing like coming home to Mississippi. We all been went to church, learned how to pray. Baptized on Sunday in the same tub we bathed. We all went to school, learned how to read. Mama said, gotta go if you wanna succeed. Yeah, Granddad taught me how to love. Ain't nothing in the world stronger than blood, y'all. Been around the world, I've seen so many things, but every now and then it hits me. Ain't nothing like coming home to Mississippi. I've seen so many things, but every now and then it hits me. Ain't nothing like coming home to Mississippi. Box fan in the window, blowing through the house. Never had much money, but we never went without. Good roof overhead, plenty food to eat. Clothes on our back and shoes on our feet, yeah. Granddaddy taught me how to love. Ain't nothing in this world stronger than blood, y'all. Been around the world, I've seen so many things, but every now and then it hits me. Ain't nothing like coming home to Mississippi. Mississippi, ain't nothing like home. Coming home, yeah, Mississippi. Coming home, Mississippi. Nothing like coming home to Mississippi.
Hi there. My name is E.J. Ouellette. That's spelled with O-U-E-L-L-E-T-T-E. And you are listening to Light Lounge with Dimitri K. One of my favorite radio shows. Enjoy.
E.J. Ouellette and Aladdin.
Hey, how are you? Are you feeling fine? What you wanna do to pass the time? I've got a plan. Let's take a chance, and I'll meet you on the dance. Would you
life is better than listening to a commercial radio station playing endlessly a few resembling songs. If you feel that way, you came at the right place. Light Lounge with Dimitri K plays the best award winners and independent artists around the world. And now, after we enjoyed some blues and Americana performances, let us look in another avenue and another approach to music. We all know about the most prominent man of the Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci, equally involved in arts, engineering and science. But do we keep with the trends nowadays? I believe that one of our guests tonight, David Fogel, director and co-founder of Effect Technologies, pretty much fits the description of a Renaissance man while listening to Symphony No. 3. Welcome to Light Lounge with Dimitri K, David.
Well, thank you, Dimitri. That's quite an introduction. You know, I mean, Leonardo da Vinci was a great painter, and I can't paint at all, but thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, you're a pioneering AI, artificial intelligence scientist and prolific composer in various styles, including pop, jazz, and classical music. I think you must see my point.
Well, Dimitri, you know, in my life I've been very fortunate in many ways, and one of those ways was I had two great parents. My mom's still with us, but my dad passed away some years ago. My dad was an AI pioneer in the 1960s, and I kind of followed in his footsteps, but also he enjoyed many other things. He was a great musician, saxophone player, piano player, super clarinet player, played the flute, also played the vibraphones, and I think he played the bassoon too, although I never got to see him play the bassoon. And he was into all sorts of other things, including flying and sailing, and so I picked up some of those interests as well. I was a commercially licensed instrument-rated pilot for some time. I guess I still am. I just don't have a current medical, and I'm not current to fly anybody anywhere. But I did start taking classical piano when I was 5 from my dad's mom, my grandmother, and I pursued that for a while. My dad taught me saxophone too when I was younger. And then I gave all that up for a little bit, and I started playing electric guitar and played some heavy metal as a teenager into college, and then later on picked up piano, got a gig here in San Diego at the Catamaran Hotel where I played for 16 years. And then I started making and producing and working with other musicians to publish music on the internet and Spotify and Apple Music and places like that, of course, probably about 5 years ago now.
Well, certainly the encouragement of your parents is a great contribution, but the transformation of your own person is based on your creativity. And you are not only working on developing your talent, but you're also a founder of non-profit organization that is helping young musicians pursue their dreams. Tell us something more about it, please.
Yes, well, the foundation is called the Symphonina Foundation. That's SYMPHONINA. And a symphonina is a short symphony. So just like a sonatina is a short sonata, a symphonina is a short symphony. And here's how I got the inspiration for doing that. I was attending the San Diego Symphony on a Sunday afternoon about 4 years ago. And I looked around, and I have to say I was one of the youngest people in the audience. And I started thinking, okay, well, first I thought, who's going to be here 20 years from now? Because looking around, I have to say, I didn't think many of the people there would be, unfortunately. And then I started thinking, well, where are the young people? And, you know, when I was young, my parents took me to the symphony, and we even had school field trips to the symphony, but not so much anymore, you know? So I started thinking, well, where are the young people, and do they not like orchestra music? But of course they do like orchestra music. Everybody likes orchestra music. So I spoke with one of my musical colleagues, Gary Gray, who's been in the industry for over 3 decades, and he made the point to me that the average time streaming for a song these days, depends on the genre, but in general, has gone from over 4 minutes down to just over 3 minutes, and looks like it might be heading below 3 minutes and towards 2 minutes. And people just have, you know, not much attention span to go to the symphony and sit and listen to a symphony unless they're really into symphony music. And I think in America, symphony music, classical music anyway, accounts for like 1% market share. I don't think they go below 1% actually, so that's just about as low as it can go. So in my mind, I thought, well, let's try something different. Let's see if we can create a full-length symphony in about 10 minutes, or maybe like no more than 12 minutes, with 3 or 4 movements where each movement is about the same length as a pop tune. And hopefully people can enjoy streaming and listening to their pop tune of symphony music melodically, not atonally, but with melodies that they can appreciate and remember and like. And then if they want to go listen to something else, they can listen to something else. Or if they want to continue listening, then they can listen to more symphony music.
That's great, David. While we were speaking, we listened on the background your Sinfonina number 3, and now let's listen to number 4, movement 1. I have to say that it was just great, and I see what you mean. It's all over in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it was wonderful, and I'd like to hear more. So what would you like us to play next?
Let's go with something bright and uplifting. Let's go with my Sinfonina number 5, movement 3, which is the final movement of that Sinfonina, which is written in a piano concerto format. I hope you enjoy it.
very fulfilling and uplifting, David, and real pleasure to listen to that type of music. And there is some great piano work that you're doing there.
Well, thank you, Dimitri. That's very kind. I guess all the practicing that I've done over the 50 years of playing piano has paid off a little bit, but I do wish there was more time to practice.
Can you tell us more about what you're doing with the Sinfonina Foundation and what opportunities there are for other people to participate in the foundation?
Well, yes, there are two main opportunities currently. One is for composers and the other is for performers. So let's talk about the composers first. So we have a contest that's ongoing currently for the 2002 Best Sinfonina of the Year Award, and the submissions are due to me at david.fogel@symphonina.org. That's david.fogel at symphonia.org by December 15th at 11:59 Pacific time. That's PM Pacific time. And so the requirements are for the composition to be a complete sinfonina of original work, no more than 12 minutes, preferably 10 minutes with 3 or 4 movements. And we have all the details, of course, at our Sinfonina webpage, which is www.symphonina.org as well. What we're trying to accomplish there is to ensure that we have new music within this genre that's not just composed by me, but by other people around the world. And there are just so many great composers today all over the world who can help create music for the next 200 years. We have nothing against the great classical music from the previous 200 or 300 years or whatever, of course, but I think it would be great for us to have new music to listen to, and also I think it can be a way for younger audiences to connect within the Sinfonina format and then learn to appreciate classical music in all of its forms, and hopefully end up going to the symphony and supporting the symphony in their local area for the rest of their lives. So again, we're trying to encourage orchestral composers from around the world to put in their best work, their best original work, and that again, the deadline is December 15th of this year at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, with an MP3 of their Sinfonina emailed to me, and then we'll be judging that. And there's more information on the entire judging process and submission process, again, at the website, symphonina.org, or someone can email me at david.fogel@symphonina.org.
That's very interesting, David, and thank you. That's a great idea, and you mentioned also something about performers. What do you have to tell us about that?
Well, I think this is a really great opportunity for young performers around the world, but also experienced performers if they would like to participate. So the Sinfonina Foundation is creating an international Sinfonina orchestra. It's a remote orchestra, or some people might call it a virtual orchestra, with people playing from around the world. And what we've done so far is we've taken my Sinfonina number 1 and number 2 and had the world-renowned Budapest Scoring Orchestra record those, and those are mixed. And now we also have, for Sinfonina number 2, which is a piano concerto format again, former concert touring pianist Chetan Tierra, who's also the co-founder of San Diego Piano Academy, performed and recorded on that. Chetan's an old friend of Gary Gray's also. And then we also had Lindsay Sacken, who's a 4th-year student at San Diego State and a percussionist in their university orchestra, perform on both of those sinfoninas. And what we're going to be doing is including performances, as I said, from young and also experienced players from around the world on those performances, and then also include probably some of the sinfoninas that get submitted as part of the contest that I just mentioned, and put together an album that will be released in 2023 from the foundation, which we expect to be submitted for Grammy consideration later in the year. So I think this is a great opportunity for young people all around the world, no matter where they are really, as long as they have the ability to record themselves, to participate as part of this orchestra. And if they would like to audition for us, try out in any given way that they might like, they can email me at david.fogel@symphonina.org.
That sounds terrific, David. I can imagine many very talented young players all over the world, but in places where they don't have a youth orchestra or a major symphony orchestra that they could dream of participating in, and this would be a way for them to do something like that. So that's just terrific.
Thank you, Dimitri. I think it'll be a wonderful opportunity, really, for a lot of young players from around the world. We want to see this symphony orchestra live every year as a perpetual orchestra that people can try out for and participate in long after we're gone. And I think there are going to be so many great players from around the world that we just would never know of otherwise. So I'm hopeful that this is going to be an important part of succeeding in our mission, which is to spread the joy of symphonic music to young audiences around the world, but really to all audiences, so we can all benefit and enjoy the talents of these performers going forward.
I believe in the process you met a lot of people that supported you.
I do want to make sure that I thank all the people who've helped bring the foundation to life at this point, not just Gary Gray and my other director, Dennis Lavornia, but also the people who've donated generously with their funds, including the Osinski family, and their time and support and development of music as we've gone to the Budapest Scoring Orchestra to have them perform. So it's just been a great team effort all around, and I look forward to more of it.
It sounds amazing, David. Well, let's hear some more music. What would you like to share with us?
Well, let's go with Symphonina number 9. It's in 4 movements, and again, I hope you enjoy it.
That was one superbly emotional musical journey, and thank you for sharing that. I think we have a little bit of time left for one more movement from something. What would you like to conclude with?
I think we should conclude with Movement 2 from Sinfonina number 10, which I dedicated to my wife, Tanya. I guess we don't have too much time for storytelling, so I'll just let the music tell the story.
It was beautiful, David. Thanks so much. It's just been wonderful hearing all of your music and learning more about the Sinfonina Foundation that you have helped create and spending the time with you. I hope you'll come back another time and share some more of your music and give us some more developments about the foundation. In the meantime, why don't you provide the contact information again so that people can get in touch with you?
Yes, Dimitri, thanks so much. It's been just a great pleasure being with you on the program. And if people would like to get in touch, the easiest way is to email me directly at david.fogel@sinfonina.org. That's david.fogel@sinfonina.org. And if they go to our webpage at sinfonina.org, they can find out more information about the International Sinfonina Orchestra and also about our contest for composers.
Thank you again, David, for being on the Light Lounge with Dimitri K. And good luck with the Sinfonina Foundation.
Well, thank you, Dimitri. It was great fun, and thank you for the opportunity. I hope all of your listeners stay well, and hopefully we'll get together again real soon.
We definitely will get together soon, David. We'll follow up for updates. You're listening to Light Lounge with Dimitri K. It's time to say goodbye. And remember, hesitation is temporary, music lasts forever. Most of the artists you heard on this show are independent artists. And if you like some of them, you can Google the name and find them on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and the rest of the digital media, and that would be a great support for them. For any comments, suggestions, and feedback, please email me at kopublishing@gmail.com. I'm Dimitri K, broadcasting from the city beautiful Orlando, Florida.